Okay, here I am. What I'm doing right now, I'm doing kind of a site survey, I guess you'd call it, for that ticket. Where I'm at is Georgia Highway 21 in Port Wentworth, Georgia, right where it intersects with I-95. You can see that in the background. You can see that this is a pretty busy area. That's exit 109 right there, the dump off. As you can see, it's curved. And most of the time, not always, but most of the time when people exit the highway, they come down here and they'll come into this curve and either have to stop or slow way down because of the traffic coming up under the bridge there. So it's very typical for people to slow way down and stop, like this van is forced to do. See, we're just watching here. Yeah, it comes to a complete stop. Way is clear and off he goes. Now, once that happens, you get on 21 and way up here, that little turn right there is where Sergeant Jones was sitting when he pulled me over. Now the distance is probably, let me back it all the way off here. Right there. Alright. So the distance involved is maybe 100 yards. I'm not going to pace it off because it's Sunday and I'm lazy. And to be very honest with you, I'm absolutely shocked they're not out here writing tickets. It's a beautiful day today. Nice and sunny. It's been raining a lot here. And now it's nice and pretty. Yeah, see where that white truck is where he was sitting with a big old line of cars behind him, which is very typical. I mean, that happens because what happens, people want to turn in to this truck stop here or go to the Wendy's, the hotel, or whatever, and there ends up being a line in that turn lane because of oncoming traffic. As you can tell, this is a pretty busy area. This is a Sunday afternoon, and here we are. This is quite a bit of traffic. Now, through this entire area is 35 miles an hour. And most of these people are doing 40-ish. Now, once you get up underneath I-95 and through that stoplight way off in the distance there, it turns into 45 and then 55. But right through this area here, all the way down to that last stoplight is 35. Which, to me, is not necessarily reasonable. It's, I mean, you know, who am I to question, but seems like it's awfully slow. If you go through here at 35, people get angry, get upset with you, and try to run you over. You get flipped off, yada, yada, yada. And, of course, Port Wentworth Police sits in the median, and they just drive around in this little circle right here, writing tickets. Like I said, today they're not, which is, honest to God, very surprising. Georgia does have a speed trap law. It's based on percentage of revenue, so it's a real pain and very difficult to prove whether or not a municipality is deriving too much income from traffic tickets. This is actually a fairly well-known speed trap. Port Wentworth is known for running this area and writing tickets, so that I got zapped is not a huge surprise, but what comes into question is you get from here to here doing 50 miles an hour in a 5,600 pound truck with a 230 horsepower diesel engine when new. My truck is 20 years old, has 286,000 miles on it. So, to me, the physics don't line out. They just don't. Now, I will say that it was one of those rare occurrences that when I exited, I didn't have to stop all the way because there was no oncoming traffic. But I did have to slow way down so I could look over my shoulder to make sure nobody was coming. I probably was doing 15 or 20 when I got onto US 21 here, or Georgia 21, whichever it is, and started accelerating, and I was changing lanes when our intrepid Sergeant Jones decided he was going to light me up and claim I was doing 49 miles an hour. It just doesn't add up. But what do I know? So, since I was coming down here today, and we all know this is one of those areas where the Popo likes to play. Like I said, I am shocked they're not here today. I drove the slowest vehicle I got just to ensure I didn't get in trouble. It's over there, but we're not going to worry about it. So, this is all stuff I'm going to use, assuming it goes to trial. I don't think it will. Yeah. You don't like me don't like me filming. Oh no. See, just like I said, that gray car there was coming in too slow for the person behind him's liking, so he had to honk his horn. That's Savannah. Well, Savannah area. This is actually Port Wentworth. I live in Rincon, which is up that way. And down this way are the ports and all the trucking companies and all the stuff to do with the Port of Savannah. Port Wentworth covers a good portion of it. Another city called Garden City is another part of the Port of Savannah. I think the actual Port of Savannah is in Garden City. But anyways, that's what I got. And as I can tell, I'm going to be a little slick. See that big ugly black thing sitting next to that minivan? That's what I drove today. It's really ugly and slow, but I love it. It's so much fun. Anyways, that's what I got, guys. Have a good one. I appreciate it.